In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to write the equation of a line which passes through these points 2, 4, and -3, 8 using your graphing calculator. Now, you can do this pretty quickly by doing 8 minus 4 and -3 minus 2, and that gives you your slope, your rise over your run, and using the point slope form, or we can use our calculator. It's not necessarily faster, but for some of you, you will like this. All right, make sure you write down the key press history first, okay? So we're going to go to Stat, because we're going to add into statistics, we're going to add 2 points in here. And we're going to choose number 1, and the L1 is going to be our X's, and the L2 is going to be our Y's. So let me flip back to my, okay, 2, 4, -3, 8. Everybody remember that for me, okay? 2, 4, so 2, and you have to hit enter. 4, -3, and 8. Okay, so basically you put in the points, but just hit enter. It's in stat, choose number 1 for edit, and then put in the points. You can't use the arrows to go down, you have to hit enter. Okay, I'll clear my history so you can see from the beginning again. And then we're going to go to stat, over to calculate, and we want to click, this is a linear regression. It already said the equation of the line. So we're going to choose number 4. You see this ax plus b instead of mx plus b, but it's the same thing. So you're going to choose number 4. My x's are in L1 and my y's are in L2, so I'm going to leave that like that. But if for some reason your list got deleted or they were in a different L1 and L2, you can see them here above the numbers, so you can change that. I'm going to store the regression equation in y equals, but you don't need to. So if you want it to graph after you get done, you can go to vars, over to y vars, choose number 1, and choose number 1. So vars over to y vars, choose function, and then choose number 1. But you don't need to do that step. That's only if I want it to paste the equation that it comes up with in the y equals in order to graph. And then you can click calculate, and it did. My slope is -0.8 and my y-intercept is 5.6. Now your teacher's probably not going to like the decimal, so you can put -0.8 and go to alpha y equals and choose number 1 to change your decimal to a fraction. Oops, not number 1. Alpha y equals, choose number 4, and that will go from fraction to decimal or decimal to fraction. That's why the arrows go both ways. And it changed it to -4/5. And I forget what my y-intercept was. So I'm going to go back up here and do this again. Oh, it was 5.6. So 5.6 alpha y equals, choose number 4, 28/5. And again, you can use the up arrow to see your past history. So the equation of the line is y equals -4/5 x plus 28/5. And remember how I had it store it in y1? If you look in the y equals, it has pasted it there. That was left over from the last example. But you can see it has pasted it there, and there's the graph, and you can verify that it does go through 2, 4, and -3, 8.